Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I swear I'm gonna one day figure out this internet problem. Yes, okay, thanks, Cameron. All right, well, maybe this is just the way I keep you all engaged. So you have to chase me around the internet and find me to get your reading. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so please put me pleases in. I didn't get capture the comments from the last stream. It just wasn't working. So if you're watching, hi, I'm Leanne Holitza. I'm going to give you your weekly oracle card reading. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. Type me please if you've never done this before. I'm using Archangel Michael spray, and this is for communication, oddly enough. And some green appetite to keep us motivated through these times. We just celebrated our 10th anniversary yesterday. So that was cool at the Healing Studio. We got a lot of stuff going on. So if you're interested in some events, I definitely would take a look at my website and see what's new. My Energy Awareness 101 class is scheduled to start up again in January. And that one is my primary class where I teach you how to heal yourself and energy anatomy and all that stuff. So that's on the books. All right, let's get going here. This is going to start off. We're going to do your reading that is collective, okay, with the Yantra deck. Then we're going to use the Shaman's Dream this week by Colette Baron Reed to give you your 1, 2, 3s. And then after we do the 1, 2, 3s, we're going to then have you all address the me pleases. And I'm going to go in order of what I see here today. Sorry for having to chase me around the internet. All right, here we go. Let's do our check-in. All right, we start off the week with awareness sideways. Some things we're not aware of. There are some things that we're very aware of, but just kind of maybe paying attention to the wrong things. So just kind of notice if you haven't already that there's might be an observation of some sorts that is required, that is quiet mouth, open eyes, just kind of thing. Our helper card. So this is the thing to focus on this week. Where is your attention going? And how can you be present and do active presence? So perhaps some mindfulness practices, some deep breathing, that kind of thing to help bring your energy to what you can do right now today. And then moving into the end of the week, we got joy sideways. This is basically just saying we're having a little bit of trouble finding our joy, feeling the joy. And it's just, it's there, but it's not all the way there this week. Okay. So give yourself a little grace on that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. This, if you're watching later, thanks for watching later. If you're watching live and you found me live, thank you for finding me again. I am going to throw us Shaman's Dream cards. If we get 3 in a row, we're going to say that that's a collective reading. Okay, but this is your first reading right now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just feel in which number is yours. Okay, and then this is your first card. Go building on the reading I've already done. Okay, so if you picked 1, you're working on the whale song and resonating. Now this is interesting because there's several different decks that have the whale energy, and the whale's energy has been kind of coming up for us, you guys. So what I would say is if you got this card, go meditate on the ocean. I mean, if you can't get to an ocean to meditate, just go somewhere in your mind's eye and just see what you can hear from the deep waters, okay? Just within yourself and see what resonates. If you picked 2, you're going to be working on your writer's dream, which is gestation period. This basically is like, not this week, just wait, just give yourself a minute. It's not necessarily time yet to move forward. Stuff sometimes needs to bake in the oven, okay? If you picked 3, the universe is your partner. It's in the hand. You see, though, you have to kind of release it and surrender it. Let the universe do its job with you. So ask for help. Notice where the help is there, that kind of thing. All right. Here goes the me pleases. And yes, thank you for all of you for finding me. Sorry about that. I'm going to start with the top of the list. So sorry for those of you who, some people jump on and just put me please and don't watch live. But I guess this will teach you to be ready for the live. All right, Mountain River. Your card is Lay of the Land which is ancestral wisdom. Okay, so this is really going back to some ancestral energies. If you have the Amanda Ellis ancestral spray, I would recommend using it. Sit down, light a candle, talk to your ancestors this week. See what wisdom is ready to come through from them and what maybe could be let go of as well. Because sometimes we accidentally carry forward with us our ancestral survival skills that we don't need in present time. Okay, Cameron, you're going to want to focus on your empty well this week, okay? It's time to replenish. Remember, you cannot give to others if you have nothing left to give to yourself. So this week, if you can, find some time to nourish yourself, find a space where you can ground into just the energy that you might need to replenish, okay? Diane S., I'm going to come to you next. Okay, eye of the needle. Okay, so this is intentionality. This is to stay really focused on the goals, the primary goals, not to distract or go elsewhere with the energy, but to stay very, very much about what is your intention this week and why. Okay, so just giving yourself a little bit of extra time to do the intentions. Start the day off that way. Start every project off that way. Okay, Aaron T. Oh, I shuffled and shuffled. You are also getting this. So this is basically doubling down. Okay, now if we see the cards 3 times, that means it's going to be for all of us. So it's possible this came back to back in a row. So with intention, pay attention to the thing. There's going to be lots of distractions. There's what's the primary goal this week and how can you just stick to the primary goal and not have to have all the problems solved yet. All right. Seriously wonderful. And Lori, seriously wonderful. Okay, I shuffled and shuffled again. Empty well. Okay, so be careful, you guys. This is the second time we've seen this. Careful not to give energy away that you don't have to give. Okay, make sure to take care of yourself first. As I calling the kettle black right now. That's your guides talking, not me. Lori, you want to work on the jeweled web. So connectivity, networking, notice what you're connected to. Notice if you want to be connected to the things you're connected to. Maybe it's time to clean things up, not necessarily say yes to every Facebook friend or whatever. Just, really paying attention to your connections and how you're highlighting the web, bejeweling the web, letting yourself notice if you're making the web better and if the web is making you better, those being connections. Okay. Kalina. Oh, you're getting 2 cards. And so for sure, this is for all of us, you guys. The eye of the needle. So I'm going to read that one first because that came up for all of us now. Okay, ready? If you look through the eye of the needle, what do you see? Summon the experience of being singularly focused on a task ahead, and it becomes natural to remove everything that is superfluous, every distraction, every non-essential, so you succeed. What is, in the case, the definition of success? In order for the threading of the needle to happen, everything not in alignment with your goal needs to go. This is the only way you'll get what you need. Shrewd discernment, the willingness to winnow down the needle thread connection to its essence. Okay, so Kalina, that's your first card. That's a card for all of us now. Your second card is the Spirit of the River. Movement towards adventure. So your eye of the needle is adventure. What kind of adventure are you going to go on? How can you start moving yourself in that direction? Okay. All right, Kimberly, you're working with the Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Okay, so a little rest and renewal for this week, maybe particularly in the garden and outside where you can feel all the little plants talking to you. Okay, sounds like Denver Botanical Gardens Day. Tiff, you're going to work with the Sky Bridge. Okay, possibilities for union. All right, so this could be a business deal. This could be a partnership. This could be something along those lines. So give yourself a little chance to see where's the single connections this week. Okay, Kelly and Matthew. Kelly, Spirit of the River, second time we've seen it. Movement towards adventure. Okay, so how can you be in alignment with your own adventure space? And then Matthew, you're going to align with unmarked trails and revelations. Okay, so you're going to go your own way and know that there is no manual to life. We all sometimes feel like we're the only one who missed the manual of life, but trust me, if, the unmarked paths are just as fun and just as curious. Okay, Elizabeth R. I was not able to pull from the earlier list, so if you're watching, be sure to type me please in if you haven't already. You're working with the Joyful Muse. Some inspiration, painting, playing music, just being silly, whatever you can do to just keep yourself out of being super serious, okay? Don't be so serious this week. Janelle and Donnie. Janelle, you are bringing back the eye of the needle for us. So 4th time's the charm, you guys. This one's going to be a big one. All right, so I'm going to read a little bit more, hopefully more smoothly than I did the last paragraph. The eye of the needle looks so tiny, but once your intention threads through it, a vast opportunity is presented on the other side. The needle can mend, it can sew things together to make something meaningful and new. You're experiencing success right now. Stay true to your desires, to the work you need to accomplish, so that you can be laser focused on the experience of creating and manifesting. The outcome is assured by divine forces. Ooh, yay. Okay, let's stay focused, everyone. Stay focused. Donnie, you're going to work with first breath. And this is just about beginner's mind. Start over like you've never done it before. Even if you've done it a million times, start over, be playful, slow it down, see what there is to be done, okay? Terry E., you are working with the dream thief, okay? So this is the refusal to the call. Basically, this card is warning you that you might not be showing up in the way that the world is asking you to show up. Like, how can you be the one who says, actually, I am here to do what is mine to do, and I'm showing up, and I'm not going to let myself do the negative thinking that keeps me stuck behind. Okay. All right. Sister Janice is working on the wailing tree and reconciliations. Okay. So maybe check in on Sister Janice, because this card is always about feeling a little bit lost and sad and heavy. Okay. So what is she mourning right now? Maybe just focusing on that and just give them a little bit of space. Jenny V. How am I doing, Marita? That's a good question. I had a little internet grumpiness this morning, which probably is going to continue until something else shifts. All right, Jenny V, your card is Feast of Plenty, Choices and Their Consequences. Okay, so this is the story where, you know, oh no, there's a mouse in my oven. Well, you have an oven. That's one of the things that's nice about it. You get to clean it out of there. Don't have to be grumpy about the fact that you have attracted a mouse because you have a really cool oven that has food crumbs in it. Basically meaning try and celebrate your successes and know that, yeah, there's unintended consequences to everything, and just try and be in the abundance mindset as much as you can. Okay. Cara and Tatiana. Okay. You also got Feast of Plenty. Okay. So choices and their consequences. Let the consequences, by the way, let the consequences of other people's actions be the consequences of other people's actions. Can't save everybody from themselves. Enjoy the good choices that you've made and the consequences of those good choices. Okay. All right, Tatiana, you are going to be working on dances on one foot. All right. So balancing act. Now it may feel kind of hard to be dancing on one foot, but she's doing it with ease. It's something she can do really well. So just know that you are going to be working on balance this week. Okay. All right. Marita and Avni. Marita, your card is Netcaster. Ooh, preparations come to fruition. So the things that you've put out there, it's a good week. So our intention card goes along with that. Where stay in your intention, stay focused on what you're trying to create. Pull in what you casted your net for. Okay. Avni, wailing tree for you too. So just kind of acknowledging that there might be some hard things that want to get processed this week. It's a good time to let stuff go. Maybe write the letters that you want to write to the people that are bugging you, but don't send them, that kind of thing. Okay. All right. I'm going to give a card to my husband for the Yes. Oh, burnout proof leaders found me. I'm gonna do my husband and then I'll get you a card. Sorry for the chase around the internet game. All right. So if you picked 2 at the beginning, Matt, you got to double down. Winter's Dream, gestation period. Some things can't come to fruition until it's time. So let yourself find space to let the things gestate that need to gestate. Only do the things that are in the now to do. Okay. Burnout proof leaders. You've got overflow, okay? Overwhelm and plenty. So can kind of feel like I've got a lot of things to do and a lot of things I could do and a lot of things that I've already done, and just kind of acknowledging that maybe there would be a good pause and decide what you truly want in the container, and then give it a clean out if you need to. Get rid of the things that are just taking up space, and this could be mentally, emotionally too, not just physically, so that you can kind of understand where you're going there. All right. We are at the end of the half hour, although we spent a good 15 minutes chasing around the internet here. Is there anyone else out there who didn't get their card? Be sure to type me, please. Okay, so our main focus, you guys, it's one card. It's the intention card. Eye of the needle. Be intentional. Let's see what success we can all bring together. Okay? Go be amazing. See you next week, hopefully.